Hey guys, I just shared a video earlier today about how I had gotten accepted into the Walmart Spark driver app, platform, whatever you want to call it. So, um, I, woo, sorry, the roads are so bumpy right now because we've had so much rain this year and all of our roads are so messed up. So I apologize for the way that the camera shakes when I am out doing delivery work. So anyway, I was out doing some DoorDash and I thought of a couple of things that I wanted to jump back on here and share with you guys. So, um, first of all, so Walmart Spark, I'm going to do a more in-depth video very soon about all of the great perks to Spark and why I love it so much. But one of the things is that they offer all of these different incentives. I'll take a screenshot and pop it up right here too. But one of the incentives so I have two incentives for today. One of them is for today and tomorrow, and it is only from 6 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. at certain Walmarts in my area. If I complete 3 deliveries today or tomorrow, or a combination of the two, between 6 and 8:15 a.m., then I get a $15 bonus. So I was only able to get one of those because it counts per trip and not how many you do. So most of mine are either 2 or 3 stacked orders, and it doesn't count every single one. It counts each trip, each batch. Does that make sense? So like sometimes I have 3 orders, but that just counts as one trip, right? So anyway, I was in the middle of a 3 stacked order that I took at 6:30 or something like that, 7 something. Anyway, I was just ending it at 8:15, so I did not get to do the other 2. So I'm going to try to start a little earlier tomorrow and get those last 2 so I can get the $15. But anyway, for the afternoon shift, the incentive is $3 extra per trip completed from certain Walmarts between the hours of 3 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. this evening. So I was trying to wait for 3 p.m. before I logged back into Spark. So I decided to jump on DoorDash because I'm trying to maintain DoorDash, because now that I have reached the level where I can dash now when I want to, I don't want to lose that. It's the platinum level that I have reached, and I don't want to lose that. So I'm still trying to do a couple of DoorDash orders per week so that I can maintain that. And I try not to log back into DoorDash unless I am certain I'm going to accept whatever they send me, because I don't want to mess up my rates or anything. So I always make sure that if I'm logging onto DoorDash, it's when I have plenty of time on my hands. So with all of that said, it was like 2:15 or something. It wasn't 3 o'clock yet, so I jumped onto DoorDash, and I immediately got an order right down the road from me. Anyway, long story short, I've been doing so much Walmart Spark that I totally forgot about this one thing, and I want to share that with you guys. So one thing that I really love about Spark is it tells me if an order has an item over 50 pounds, because I have to be careful with those, and I cannot accept it if it has an item over 50 pounds because of the torn tendons in my shoulders. I really need to go get that surgery, but who has time for that right now? So anyway, so I appreciate that. Another thing it does, and I really appreciate this, because I have mentioned in a past video, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it up here somewhere. I have mentioned doing grocery deliveries when I was doing it for Uber Eats. now that it is getting hot. By the way, how hot is it where you guys are? Comment and let me know what your average temperature is right now. Let me see what it is here right now. It is 93 degrees right now, and oh my gosh, the humidity is killing me today. So where I was going with that is that I do not like unloading grocery orders at apartment complexes, because it seems like I constantly wind up getting the apartments where they're on the back side. The person lives on the back side of the building. You can't park near there. You got to walk back there, and they're either up on the second or the third floor. And it's always when they've got cases of soda or cases of water, and it's already hard for me to carry those because of my shoulders, and then having to go up and down the stairs to do it. And then you add the heat on top of that. Oh, it's just so much. It's too much. It's way too much for me. So I appreciate Spark tells me if it's an apartment. And so I usually reject those because I just can't risk it. Unless, the other thing I like about Spark too is that you can see what is in their order. Now, of course, that takes some time to go through all of that, and it's limited. You've got to hurry up and make a decision pretty quick. So I'll do a tutorial one of these days. I'll record my screen to show you guys kind of what exactly I look for so that I can make a quick decision. But anyway, so that was what I forgot about, was that I forgot DoorDash doesn't tell me if it's an apartment until I picked up this food, and then it tells me I'm going to an apartment complex, and I was like, dang it, I didn't want to do that. It's too hot for that, right? So anyway, it wasn't so bad because it was just 2 bags of food and a drink, so it wasn't as bad as a grocery order would have been, but still, it's just getting too hot. As I was sitting at home trying to soak up some air conditioning earlier after I finished my gardening for the day, I was trying to cool down before the 3 o'clock hour, because and it's 3:22 now, so when I get back into town, I'm in the middle of doing a second DoorDash, which I'll tell you more about that in just a second too. But I was waiting for 3 so that I could get back on Spark, right? So I've got a lot more that I'm going to share over the next couple of days about how much I've made and all of the stuff, how Spark works, everything. So in the meantime, while I was at home trying to cool down before I decided to jump on DoorDash, I was editing some videos, working on some future videos for the DIY channel. And I came across some footage that I had recorded clear back at the beginning of June that I completely forgot about and never did finish editing. So I'm going to post that tomorrow. It's actually from my second day of doing Spark, but I'm still going to go ahead and post it tomorrow because there is some information in there that I did want to share, and I just don't want to have to reshoot all of that. So that will be tomorrow's video. And I'm going to add some income information along at the end of that so that you guys can see why I love it so much more than DoorDash and Uber Eats. You'll see it very, very quickly because I'm making so much more doing this. So anyway, right now I am actually doing DoorDash, but we'll jump back into Spark in just a little bit. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you are all out there making lots of money as you are doing these gig jobs or trying to grow a YouTube channel or whatever has brought you to our channel, however you relate to us. I hope you're making the most of it and enjoying your day. And please, please stay very cool in this heat because it is miserable out here. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember to go the second mile today for someone in your life and with your resources.